Hey there, my beloved ascending spirits. How are you? I just wanted to go for a rest because I'm kind of tired and sleepy, not getting enough sleep with so much going on. But Spirit guided me to speak about the noises, the strange noises that are now being heard all over the world. I mentioned this in my yesterday's video, and the thing is that I have said that it is very important for us to be in nature a lot these days because we have to feel the self to also feel the shift that is global because it starts within. The shift is internal, and when we are spending our time within, we get to feel what is actually happening in the outer. So, as lately there have been many reports as such on these events and these strange sounds all over the world. It's because our beloved Gaia, our home planet, is going through a massive shift. And of course, we are a part of this shift and we are going along with it as well because we are an infinite and eternal part of all creation, of all that is. So, I will share with you in the content box some of the interesting links that I received about this because these sounds, when I listen to them, they're so amazing. They sound, to someone that is not listening with the heart, they can sound kind of scary or weird, or sometimes you can remember such sound from a certain apocalypse movie that you have seen, or an alien kind of movie, but it has nothing to do with anything as such. The thing is that these are the links about this phenomenon, and I have to say that only humans are such a species that calls things phenomenons because we can describe them with science and with a logical, rational brain, you know. So we can actually hardly call this a phenomenon because everything that is happening everywhere in all creation is actually natural and it's a part of the organic shift. And this is a shifting process that we are now in, whether you see it or not, because it depends on where you yourself are on this timeline of the shift. Because if you don't even feel yourself, then how can you feel what is happening all around you? And how can you feel other beings that are walking alongside this path with all of us? So, this is the thing. It is only humans who attribute things as such, being phenomenons or non explainable things in our outer reality, because this is actually showing the lack of our understanding. But when we connect with our inner core, we can receive the answers. I have seen one video today, someone asking their guides about what this is, and the guidance that came through was you have to feel this yourself, and you have to do the research and feel also through that research with your heart. Because in the shift, we are to feel our way through, not to know our way through, with the mind. I mean, the mind kind of knowing, not our internal knowing that comes from our being. So everything that we cannot explain, it actually comes from the lack of understanding. And Spirit wanted to give me this message to share with all of you. It has to do with how can we actually really know what is going on in the outer world if we don't connect to anything external anymore? If you don't go out, if you don't see what is happening in nature, if you don't feel yourself when you are with the Gaia's garden and spending time there and spending alone time. So you can intellectualize about many things, and there can be branches of science that will try to prove things, that will try to analyze them, but as long as that science is not met with the metaphysical approach and with the sacred heart path that is within, and that spirit is flowing through all of us and all creation. So that means that we are eternally, through our DNA, through our source pattern, which is our divine blueprint of how we are created. If we don't connect to that, how will we know? But in case you don't know yet, we do have all that available to us through our DNA. So all the ancient knowing, everything is within us. We just have to encode it through divine remembrance. So for me, when I listen to those sounds, it's not something scary or bad. It is very interesting. And at the same time, I'm really excited when I'm listening to those sounds. It makes me feel, wow, it truly is starting to happen all over the world. It probably takes things like that for people to truly see that there is something going on, and there's, in infinite creation, there will always be something going on. And you have to understand that sound is frequency. This is our basic element of how we were created in pure light, we become pure sound, and then this sound shifts into something that is in different realities, becoming more and more formated, and the more you have density, that means that you're shifting more into form. So the sound is actually a signature, an energetic signature, and every planet has its signature, like every star, every galaxy, every individualized self. So you yourself have a unique frequency, and when you attune to your own frequency, because that frequency is eternally attuned to everything in the creation, to all that is. So when you connect to that, through your heart, through the open heart, not judging or trying to intellectualize with the mind or say, no, they're not right about what these sounds are, or what everything in our global arena is about. It is about feeling our way. What is our inner answer? Let me give you an example. When I was watching the video, one of those that I will share in my description box, it was a video from Mexico, and I really felt pleasant feelings, almost like, those spiritual orgasmic feelings that overflow you with joy and bliss. I really felt something nurturing from that sound. And as I was looking towards the end of the video, when they put comments on it and they said, ooh, either it's the aliens or angels, or maybe it's the government or Earth itself, or at the end they gave the option that maybe it's even the the center of our galaxy. And at that time, I got immense goosebumps all over my body, and this is my sensing. This is my sensory system as to how my whole being knows, through feeling, through feeling my way through, not trying to intellectualize about it. Because first of all, I know nothing about science. Even science sometimes knows nothing about science, and they oftentimes say we don't know about this phenomenon. We don't know about this because we still try to think of it that only science can give answers. Science is not bad, but it has to join also with the other part of the brain hemisphere. We have to have the balance of the right and left. So that means the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and I have been speaking about this before. So when you integrate that within yourself, and when you know yourself, your frequency, your unique vibration, your signature, then you also can understand what everything that is flowing in the outer reality is about. And you can receive answers because you yourself are an antenna. And every planet, every star, every galaxy, every part of the creation is an antenna as well. And we are all interlinked. We are interlocking when we connect with the consciousness of something else. So we can receive the light codes of that thing, of that consciousness, pardon me. So if you ask yourself, you have to receive those answers internally, but you have to be connected with yourself from eternally, so outer resources and doing a research through independent resources is very good, but it can only trigger certain knowings within us, and that is true knowledge and that is wisdom when we truly feel that coming from within. So for me, when I was looking at that video and I got goosebumps, it was like an answer and confirmation for me. And what I felt was that it is actually a match of the both latter options that were given, Gaia herself and the source, meaning the central center of our galaxy. This is the grand central sun. This is Alcyone. This is our source. This is basically how we're shifting right now. We are aligning ourselves with source energy. Earth is aligning itself. And so many ancients have been talking about that. And I have seen a beautiful video this week from a Sister of Light speaking about 2012 and finding a great webpage on 2012 theories. And it's not just a bunch of crap. Some people say, well, nothing's happening, and they don't have anything to say about that. Why? How can you just say that when you don't do the research? And that's right. We have to know and seek the ancient wisdom from the ancients, from the civilizations that were here before us. And oftentimes we ourselves, we are a part of those civilizations. Our multidimensional self is a part of those civilizations. So when we attune to that, when we seek these answers, we will also internally receive those answers. Because when it is time to know, we will know, and everything is starting to unfold in a way that we will know, and it will be revealed. And the agendas that are now trying to push our awareness away from that won't have any more power, because how the manipulation right now works here on Earth is basically trying to keep us away from what is truly important. Trying to mislead us with things that are, material nature, things that really don't have any value, because material things pass. You know that yourself. So it is about distracting us, misleading us, and they oftentimes infiltrate themselves in so-called light worker communities, but they speak about things that really don't hold a love vibration, because they instill even more fear. There's a lot of fear mongering there. So oftentimes this is how this manipulation works here on Earth, as long as they keep the people from knowing what is truly going on, and that we are shifting, and they know they have all that knowledge, those that are powers to be, and but not to be at all. At all. So it's just up to us to do the research, to stand fully in our grounded self, to feel ourselves, to feel what is actually going around our whole planet, and to open our eyes and start observing our reality. And it's nothing bad, it's really good, and this is what it is about. We are within a huge shift, and we can only go through it when we feel through it. Those who will try to stay rational at this point really won't find something to hold on to, because we can only hold on to love. And when we see such things happening, those who truly understand from a spiritual perspective, and that is through feeling, through spirit, understand and feel something as either love or the lack of love, because you feel through your heart. For instance, if you look at something and it doesn't bring you that love feeling, then it's not coming from that place. And once you open your heart, you have the discernment of all. You can feel anything. As I say, keep your eyes open, keep your heart at the right place of who you truly are, and feel your way through, and you will know. And all of us will put the pieces of the puzzle together and feel our way through this shift. And it is occurring. Look at what's going around the planet, and do feel it. Okay, it is here, and it shall only probably progress even more. So much love, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.